Good day and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Teacher Ryan and thank you for clicking and watching this video. Firstly, I'd like to thank those who subscribe, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, and if you think this is useful, please share this with your friends. For this video, I'm going to feature additional examples on number-related word problems and how to go about these problems using the standard math and the Singapore math approaches. So let's get started. For our first problem, it says here, Bobot had 3 times as much money as Vilma. Nora had 2 times as much money as Vilma. If Nora had 60 pesos, how much money did Bobot have? Now, using the Singapore math pictorial approach, we will be able to grasp the concept of this seemingly difficult. Usually, this is an easy one. Okay, so here, using the bar models, I have drawn 3 bar models, one for each person involved. So, here on the illustrations, it can be seen that Bobot has the longer bar model, and next to him is Vilma, and of course, it's Nora, and then finally it's Vilma. Now, one relationship that we are told by the problem is that Nora had 60 pesos. And going back to Nora's money, the ratio of Nora's money to Vilma, it says Nora had 2 times as much money as Vilma. So with that, we know that the 60 pesos is 2 times as much money as Vilma. And with that, we can deduce that 60 pesos is, half of 60 pesos would be Vilma's money. So here, half of 60, or 60 divided by 2 is 30, and that would be Vilma's money. Now, in the illustration, it can also be seen that Bobot's bar model is divided into 3 equal units, because the relationship of his money with Vilma's is that he had 3 times as much money as Vilma. And with that, we know that Vilma, having 1 unit, is equal to 30 pesos. Now, Bobot has 3 units. That should mean 330 pesos. That we are able now to answer the question, which is how much money did Bobot have? So, adding 30 thrice or multiplying 3 to 30, we get 90. Hence, Bobot had 90 pesos. Moving on to our next problem. In the 4th grade, it says here in the 4th grade, 3/7 or 3/7 of the pupils were boys. If there were 28 girls, how many boys were there in the 4th grade or in the grade? Now, using the standard math or using algebra, we can denote n to be the total number of pupils. And the problem tells us that 3/7 of the total, that means 3/7, 3/7 n is equal to the number of boys. Hence, 4/7n would be the number of girls. With this, we can solve for the n, or the total number of pupils. Now, using algebra, 4/7n is equal to 28. N would be 28 times the reciprocal of 4/7, which is 7/4. Simplifying, and should be equal to 28 times 7 divided by 4, which is equal to 49. And since we are asked for the number of boys, we can simply use um, the given, which is 3 over 7n. So we just multiply 3 over 7 with the value of n, which is 49. So take note, n here is the total number of pupils in that grade level or in grade 4. So 3 over 7 times 49 is also equal to 3 times 49 all divided by 7. Hence, we have an answer right now, which is 21. So the total number of boys is 21. An alternative way or approach is to use the concept of ratio and proportion. Now we can convert the fraction 3 over 7 into a ratio. So here we would have 3 is to 4, 3 for the boys and 4 for the girls. And that would be equal to n is to 28. Now multiplying the extremes here we have 3 and 28, and also the means, which are 4 and n. We get 4n is equal to 3 times 28, or is equal to 84. Now using the principle, the properties of algebra, particularly the division property of equality, we can divide both sides by 4. 4n divided by 4 is equal to 84 divided by 4. Hence we get the value of n, which is equal to 29. And so we are able to check that 21 is the number of boys. Using the Singapore math approach to solve this problem, and I'm going to use this most of the time because this presents a solution on the conceptual level, meaning the concepts are clearer on this approach. Now we know in the problem that 3/7 of the pupils were boys, and with that the remaining would be the number of girls. Hence we can also say that 4/7 or 4 over 7 is of the total number of pupils are girls. Now we can draw a bar model or two bar models to represent these relationships. So hence we have a shorter bar model for the number of boys and a longer for the number of girls. Now we know that 28 is the total number of girls, and since we know that 4 over 7 or 4 units or 4 would be 4 corresponds to the number of girls. So we can divide the bar model for girls into 4 equal units. Now dividing this into 4 equal units can also mean that we divide 28 by 4. And if we do that, we get the value of each unit. And 28 divided by 4 is 7. We know that each unit has a value of 7. And since we know that, we can also get the value or the number of boys. Since there are 3 equal units for boys, 3/7, meaning 7 plus 7 plus 7 is equal to 21. Hence we are able to confirm that 21 is indeed the number of boys. Thank you for watching, and God bless us all. If you learned something from this video, please take time to subscribe and share this with your friends. God bless.